Position, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
19 right. 19 tight. 19 tight.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's got it down to the 28.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run right side with Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
What part did they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
In motion, Hill. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back? Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead. So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in his first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Running left, it's Henry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, here's Henry. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And he will have a Titans first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff, running left, Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
They'll run. It's Henry. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try.
He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Working with a 2nd and 3. A run with Mostert up the middle.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a round is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A first down carry for Henry. Bulldozes past him.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Henry again on second down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this returnable for Hill. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. They find some open field here. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are on the scoreboard, but it will cost the player who gave up the football.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 24. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Being chased out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him. This is always a tricky angle for a right-footed kicker because he's trying to draw it to the center of the uprights, but instead he pushes it to the right, and it's no good.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's caught by Hooper. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Right side complete. That's Woods. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
And the slot man goes in motion left. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Keon Crossett. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now.
The pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Running the counter with Mostert.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he'll take it just outside the 40. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And Gordon's got it. And it's a Titans touchdown. Josh Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples throughout a ball game.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans 31.
73 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
18 Riley. Check mash.
He'll look to throw. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Christian Fulton.
There he goes left side.
And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or...
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step one, the touchdown. You need a two-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if you're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for two again. That's why teams are practicing multiple two-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big two-point conversions. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Here we go.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Come on.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Room here to run. The 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Here's Mostert.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth-quarter advantage. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. You can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30.
Scoring game, Charles, that we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses.